This AQA GCSE English Revision Lessons podcast is copyright Hodder Education 2011. Talk about a colon, a few semicolons and a final full stop. Listen carefully to the following speech in which Harry Doyle completes his confession about the events which have led to his current spell of lengthy imprisonment. See if you can identify where the author has used such complex punctuation marks as colons, semicolons, ellipses and dashes. Mr. Punctuation, you remember? I told you about him last time, Father. They called him that because he was so precise, from handing out the money to dictating a man's life down to the last colon, a few semicolons and a final full stop. You did good on the jewellers, but that other little job we spoke about earlier, he said, and then paused for dramatic effect with an ellipsis that would have made your blood run cold. That other little job we spoke about earlier. I let the ellipsis hang in the air. The truth is, I didn't dare spoil the drama of the moment. It's got to be done tonight. There it was again, that ellipsis. He certainly knew how to use punctuation for dramatic effect. I need you to get a few things. Call it a test. This time, I could have sworn that he'd used a dash, but I nodded. After all, he still hadn't paid me my cut from the jewellers. He gave me a pen and some paper and began to dictate. OK, listen up, and listen up good. You don't want to get this down wrong, because any errors here could cost somebody their life. I could have spent 100 years studying punctuation at school, and it would never have made the impression that it was making on me then. My girl, Dolores, is coming round here tonight, and I want to give her a special surprise. So this is what I want you to get, colon. Fortunately, I knew enough to put in the symbol and not write out the word. Let me repeat, he said, in a voice which left no margin for error. My girl Dolores is coming round here tonight, so this is what I want you to get, colon. A bottle of the finest champagne, semicolon. A dozen red roses, semicolon. And a shooter from that Frenchy Tommy Lagun. I guess he'd grown tired of her. Dolores wasn't going to be Mr. Punctuation's girl for very much longer. I didn't like it, but I had no choice, so I did what he asked, and he did what he felt he had to do with Dolores. Let me tell you what I got in return. A bullet in the shoulder, 8 years in Nick, and a spell in solitary for my own protection. I tell you, Father, I wish I'd listened to you when I was a lad. My life might not have reached such a total dead end. Mr. Punctuation. Talk about a colon, a few semicolons, and a final full stop.